2 years. Yeah. Just to demonstrations of potter. I work with a lot of people who are casuals or studio potters in their own rights. They have their own businesses, so they can't be here as regularly as I am. They can play with clay all day and go home and do other things. Like normal people do.
Is this a sort of traditional kind of clay?
It's modern industrial clay. Though really the clays that are in use nowadays are pretty much closely related to plates they've used in the past.
Fruit.
Essentially, a lot of the time, it's just new variations on a theme. Still essentially dealing with earthenware, stoneware, bone china, porcelain. This is a stoneware clay. They're a good clay with throwing, but they're nice and tough. The ones you don't really want to be throwing with are bone china and porcelain, which are like throwing with window putty. Horrible stuff. So when they were throwing bone china in the past, because they used to throw bone china here, they used to have to make very thick cylinders, then shaved into shape.
So
Pressed into shape.
the feel of it's just so...
It's too soft. It's very soft and unpredictable, flabby we call it. And it's like I say, it's like throwing a window putty. It's not got enough internal strength to do anything decent with. Just get that in the middle. That's the all important bit. It's up. Roll it out. Squeeze the wall and move up to draw it up. You mustn't pull clay. It's pretty much death of the pot if you start tugging at the clay. It'll just tear apart in your hands. Just chop top off. It's my starting shape, basic cylindrical form. You've got some platforms to start from.
And what are you making?
I'm going to do a baluster shaped pot. I did one this morning but it didn't turn out particularly successful. I don't think any of them there. The walls are a bit uneven, it took me ages to get it right. But, so I left it a little bit thicker this time. It's because it's a new batch of clay, we're still getting used to it. It's a bit firmer than we've been used to, just like that. Clay does vary, even the same kind of clay, it just depends how much water they put in it or how little. So sometimes you can get the clay that's a bit softer and sometimes it's a bit firmer. I made you complaint about the last lot that it was too soft, so obviously they've just gone to the other spectrum now and given us some really firm stuff. Yeah, that's pretty better.
How do you build up your skills from...
Lots and lots of practice. Lots of swearing when the pot starts disintegrating. I mean, it's good if you've got somebody to teach you. I was taught by another potter, Kat Sumner. She was the main thrower here when I first started. She's a studio potter in her own right. So, you know, she's not in the art college route and whatnot. She's retired now, but I learned most of me basic skills off her, and then it was just a case of learning on the job. I worked with a lot of potters, experienced potters when I first started here, and you pick up a bit here and a bit there, and you slowly build up your own repertoire.
Do these tools that you're using have names, or?
That's a BT telephone card. Anything you use as a shaping tool or a smoothing tool, technically known as a rib. I mean, in the past they would have used either rib bones, proper rib bones, or whalebone, which they sometimes like to refer to as ribs because it's very strap-like.
Do you know I've used a BT foam card for smoothing down things that I've filled occasionally.
The only commercially produced tool I actually own is that. That's a rubber kidney, but you can make those out there, stick-on soles you get for shoes. In the past they used to use a piece of stiff leather, usually made out of a cow's lip or a cow's tongue. But yeah, that's a bit of plastic. That's a bit of wood from my maintenance boat scrap bin. I've shaped it with a saw and a surf one. That's ceramic. That was made by another pottery used to work here. And that's a bit of slate from a campsite in Wales.
I'm glad I asked. I really am.
Little decoration. Most decoration would be done the next day anyhow. You wouldn't really do any today if you were hoping to finish it off the next morning, because the first job to do the next morning would be actually to shave the walls back a little bit. So if I did decoration now, I'd only be wearing it off the next day. So it's normally done once you've shaved the walls back and then burnished it a little. Wardrobes. Plenty in there. You have to get the wardrobe because it can dissolve the bottom of your pot otherwise. And to get it off, baluster shapes can be a bit awkward to lift, so it's much safer and easier to just slide them off. Just run the wire underneath, that draws the liquid under it.
It's almost like cheese wire, isn't
Yeah, it is. Well, it's what we call it though. These are properly called shell wires, they're specially made for potters. Ordinary cheese wires are like guitar strings, but these have got a thicker wire with a thin wire wrapped around them. Gives you an air gap.
Oh,
Enables you to separate them on the wheel much easier. Yeah, pop it down on the side. You can touch it if you want. I'm not saving these, I'm not in for the next 2 days, so I can't finish them off.
So what would be the next stage?
Finished off the next day, pop it back on the wheel, goes semi-dry overnight. Perhaps cover it up with a plastic bag just not top drying out too much. And then you shave the walls back, burnish it. I use a smooth pebble, you can use the back of a spoon as well. You do the decoration, you apply handles.
What does the burnishing do?
It just smooths it off, makes it bowling smooth. And that way you get a nice decorating surface as well. But then you've got to let it dry out completely like the ones over there. And you have to be careful with it in the meantime because it's not very strong, it's like this. It's not like biscuit, so you have to be careful with it. But once it's totally dry, if it's unbroken, you can fire it. That's what you end up with. It's the ceramic version. We don't fire much, most of our pots get squidged and recycled, but that's what it ends up as. That's actually slightly underfired. If you take it to full temperature, you end up with that. Well, the trouble is it's difficult to apply a glaze evenly to that because it's got no absorption, whereas that being underfired is still semi-porous. That's been turned into solid rock. That's what pottery is essentially, it's a modified igneous rock. You just subject it to a volcanic temperature inside a kiln and it reforms back into a solid body.
So this one would hold water, right?
It would hold water for a little while, but eventually you just end up with a spreading pool of water anyway, it's just leached through, especially at the bottom, it's quite thin. So if it's just fired to earthenware, you need a glaze on it, definitely, because as the name implies, like earth, it's still porous. If it's fired to stoneware, as the name implies, you turn it into solid rock, so you don't really need a glaze on that. It's just that it's more attractive and much easier to clean.
Yeah.